So good morning, everyone. As many of you have already questioned me multiple times that how to study in Europe and especially how to study in Austria. So I thought that I'll make a small video. It will be unedited raw video, so if I make mistake, please forgive me because I don't have time to actually go through all the editing process. Also, a disclaimer that this is just an informative video. Rules and regulations are changing very often. The rule which applies today doesn't apply tomorrow. So please always check with your authority, with the university, with Ministry of Foreign Affairs, on the immigration website that what are the new rules. And also what I am giving is according to best of my experience and knowledge. It might be an outdated knowledge. It might be something which is not relevant anymore. So don't take my words on stuff, but this is just a guiding document. So you can take this baseline and start searching on it. All of you are educated people, so you can always search in Google and stuff for stuff. But let's start. Let me share my screen. Here we go. So step one, let me put my microphone away so I can start writing properly on my keyboard. Step one is check the correctness of your document. So what I mean, so what you should do, just like take all your documents, spread it down on table and start checking if your date of birth is okay, if your spellings are okay. For example, if someone's name is Ahmad, Ahmad, Ahmed, it should be similar, your father's name, your address, all these small things. So they should be okay. So you need to check, for example, names, spellings, date of birth, etc. Not to forget, you also need to check the validity. So for example, if you have IELTS exam, it's valid for 2 years or something. If your passport is valid for more than 1 year or so. So also check the validity if some documents are not expiring. So when you have checked the correctness of your documents, it's quite easy. Just like go through all the documents. Better to make a list, and also in your head now you will know when your passport is expired, when something is expired. Then you move to step two. So what is step two? So let's move to step two. Step two is step two is actually verification process. So first you need to check if your country, like country of your residence or your country of your nationality and country where you're applying to, do they have any kind of agreement in between them? If they have agreement that, okay, yes, you don't need any verification, then it's fine. You need to skip step 2 and 3, which I will explain. But if your country doesn't have that such agreement, you are one of those countries like Pakistan where you have to go through this verification process, then this comes very handy. So every embassy requires that your document should be attested from Ministry of Foreign Affairs. But that's the tricky part. Your Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Pakistan especially doesn't attest documents directly. So what you have to do? So so take your actually for example your secondary school certificate, your higher secondary school certificate, your bachelor's. I will just like BSc, whatever you guys have, and your masters. So when I say bachelor, master, it's transcript or what you say transcript. It is transcript plus degree. And then we need your birth certificate. Then if you're married, then your marriage certificate, plus family registration certificate, so FRC you get from Pakistan Nadra. And then you need your police character certificate. It should be for for the country which you're applying to. So as I'm taking the Austria example, so it should be on the name of Austria. And then you take all your all your degrees, birth certificate, marriage certificate, police character certificate, and then kind of good to go. So normally your SSC, we call in Pakistan, for example, metric. It should be first, it need to be attested from your local board, issuing authority, BOARD, and then you need to attest it to IBCC, is Interboard Commission of Chairman or something like this, and then it will be attested from Foreign Affairs, or Foreign Office. So this is the process of, you know, your SSC document. It's same for your higher secondary, or like FAFSC, whatever you call it. So it's the same document for that. For your bachelor degree, if you have 4 years degree or 2 years degree, but normally 2 years, many you know, university doesn't accept. You need to get it from HEC, and then it will go to Foreign Office. And same goes for your master's degree. So it's it doesn't change. So birth certificate actually directly go to Foreign Office. Same goes for this, is go to Foreign Office, and your police character certificates also directly goes to Foreign Office. Summarizing it all. Oh, I have a mouse. Why not mine? So first, your metric, metric or secondary student certificate, local board, IBCC Foreign Office. Your FFSC local board, IBCC Foreign Office. Your university degrees, HEC and Foreign Office. Birth certificate directly Foreign Office. Make sure that birth certificate is from Nadra, like the computerized one. Marriage certificate, same, it should be computerized one, and police character certificate. So all these things are there. Some additional documents I will always recommend that you should prepare. It's just get your driving license or international driving license, all this thing. This is not part of verification, but I will, if you're preparing the document, if you have time, just prepare them in order. Also get a letter from the respective police station that, yeah, I'm going to that country, and then, you know, there is this, if you want to convert your Pakistani license to Austrian license, but that's a separate thing. I will cover it later. So now you have all this stuff tested from Foreign Office. You take this documents and go to Austrian Embassy. Let's check what Austrian Embassy says. So Austrian Embassy, Islamabad. So I'm going directly to legalization. So Pakistan documents. So first legalization steps. So you submit your documents and certificate there in Austrian Embassy, as you can see. Let me zoom in, might be, if you guys cannot see properly. So you will submit your documents, then they will verify it. So what happens that you dump all your documents there. So you submit all these documents to Embassy for verification. So just submit all your documents for verification. And actually, like Austrian Embassy said, I don't know, they take, I think, 1 to 3 months or 2 to 8 weeks. I'm not sure. So somewhere between 1 to 3 months. They can take, a person comes to your local union council, your police station, and blah, blah, blah. He checks everything. And then like they said, then they will tell you verification results. If there is, all the documents are genuine and everything is correct, then you will get actually a positive verification result. So it means that they will inform you that your result is positive, and now you need to have an appointment for legalization. So legalization is a separate step. Please remember, there is a verification, and then step 3 is legalization. Let me put my mic away again. Step 3, legalization. So verification has a certain amount of fee. I don't know, 35,000 PKR or something. In euros, it's 120 or something. But then step 3 comes in when you have to legalize all the documents. So you actually, what you do, that you take all your document and go to embassy, get a couple of copies for every document. I think they charge 80 euros per document these days. Let me check. Legalization fee, Austrian Embassy, Pakistan. So yes, 80 euros, as you can see. So they're charging 80 euros at this time. Cool. So as you can see, for example, if you have, I don't know, let's say one metric, one FSC, degree and transcript of bachelor's, 4, if you have masters, 2, those documents, 6, birth certificate, 7, police character certificate, 8. If you're unmarried, it's still around 600 euros. It's roughly around 1.5 100,000, so 150, 100,000 or 1.5 lakh, what you say. So that's a legalization. So submit all your documents for legalization. So after legalization, embassy puts stamps on it, and then what happens that now you are eligible to contact the universities. Many universities ask for the legalized documents. So step 4, get an admission letter. So now you need to go and apply for the admission letter. Check many universities. Normally they're like always important for that which city are you going, which program you're going, which university are you going, are you capable of it. So what a lot of people don't think, that they don't even think about the degree. They just like, oh, let's go abroad. But yeah, life doesn't end when you land here. Life continues, and it's not easy. So check all the things. So when you get the admission letter, now you have to apply for the resident permit. So step 5, apply for resident permit. Again, visa application, resident permits are a bit different. So when you're applying for resident permits, you need all the documents. I will write down all documents listed above in step 2 plus admission letter plus there's a reservation. Normally, I don't know, sometimes it's on step 5, sometimes step 3, but reservation of flight. You don't need a ticket, but reservation of flight. And then you need travel insurance. Again, sometimes it's not required here, sometimes it requires later, but yeah, better to get it. And then you need proof of residence in Austria. Now this is very important. So when you're getting a proof of residence, what a lot of people do, they just call random people, hey, give me a proof of residence. It's always important to book a dormitory, and it should start very early. Normally you get your money back. I have seen many students are facing issues. So if you don't get the visa or something, dormitories pay you back, don't worry. But when you come here, you should be living in a student dorm. So it's easier to get visa when you have a proof of residence from a, from a government institute. It's easier to adjust here when you come here and you're living with the students. I know it's a lot of money. They charge you a lot for first 5-6 months, but trust me, you can earn it back. So don't worry. The main thing is that you have to have it in advance. So proof of residence is super important. So I cannot emphasize enough on it. So you have all your documents, you have your admission letter, you have your reservation of flight, travel insurance, proof of residence, and plus you along with that you need that proof of funds. So it means that you have enough money to survive for 1 year in Austria. So it's very important that that you have a bank account which have enough funds, and sometime along with enough funds they ask you from where this money came from. It's not always, but it's important that if some of your for example, any of your family members or who is supporting you, if he can give kind of a written statement that I'm the one who's sponsoring, I'm giving this money and I will not take it back. Stuff like this, add his national tax number or whatever there. So this proof of funds, that you have sufficient funds to survive there. So when you have all these things, also make sure that when you are paying your fees, sometimes it's not always, but yeah, sometimes, so it's not always that fee payment, initial, many universities have initial fee payment, not all, or rent payment. or many university have rent payment. So this should be there. So you should have also a transaction from your account to there. Just add it there. So it's nice to have it. Okay. So then you applied for resident permit. Normally resident permit takes, I don't know, takes up to 3 months. And then you get a letter that okay, it's approved. So let's say I can actually there's always consult the site migration.gv.at. Let's switch into English. Yes. Not here. No, there should be student, graduates. No. Yeah, I think I'll come on to it later. Let's go back. So you have step 5 is always applying for visa D, or one-time entry visa, so you can come and collect your card. Make sure there are a couple of things you need to make sure that all your documents which is described are still valid. Secondly, what happens that normally when you're applying for visa D, check when your course is going to start. So they have to fill up when you want to fly. For example, today, if you are sitting in October, end of October, if you say, oh, I want to fly in November, but your class won't start before March. So you'll come here and you have a stress to, you'll be sitting idle without enrollment, everything. So stay in Pakistan for a couple of more months, enjoy your days and say, I want to come in January or mid of January. So you come here, take some breathing time for a couple of days, and then you have your visa D. And just like that, when you will, your visa D will be stamped, you are okay to fly. I will make another video to explain, what you should do, do's and don'ts when you come here or before coming here. But this is roughly steps. I will also put this in video description so you guys have it. Take care. Bye-bye.